This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL Dolphins Talk. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day this Saturday afternoon, evening. It was hot this morning down here in Brooksville, Florida, and then we got some good rain, showers, and right now it's still raining out a little bit, but nice and comfortable to sit on the back porch and have a drink. Why don't y'all join us on the back porch, have a drink, and join in listening to us. Meanwhile, let me bring on my co-host, Mr. John O'Hanlon, the middle-aged man.
What's up, everybody? How are you? How are you, Papa Paul?
I'm doing good. I'm above ground and upright, like I always say. I can't ask for nothing more.
That's right.
So how's the family up there, my brother?
Can't complain. Everybody's doing well except the mother-in-law, but, 85, almost 86 years old, so.
Yeah, I understand that. Our thoughts and prayers are always with her. And you and your family as well.
Appreciate it.
Of course, there's nothing really going on these days. Not in the football world anyway. Not hard. If there is, it's not with the Dolphins right now.
Nah, there's nothing really going on with many teams. I mean, it's that time of year. They got 90 guys. They're still looking for people here and there, and
one of the talks I was looking at was I'll have to actually bring that up in a minute. I can't think of his name, but it was a wide receiver because they're saying we have plenty of wide receivers, but we have no real depth at wide receiver.
Well, I mean, after the top three, yeah. I mean, you got Waddle, Hill, and Odell, and after that, who do you really have if one of them goes down?
Yeah, no, I understand, and I agree with you. But there's a list of 14 Dolphins that are still free agents. Of course, first one's Connor Williams, Ogba, which we won't bring him back. I don't see that happening at all. We have plenty of edge and backup edge, I feel. X-Man, which you don't know. He might get brung back. It all depends if they can work something out or not.
Right. If the money's right, yes.
Cornerback Keon Crossan. Cornerback Eli Apple. I don't see him coming back.
Please don't re-sign Apple. Jiminy Crickets.
No, that's just a rotten apple there.
Yeah, that's one that can spoil the whole bunch.
Tight end Tyler Croft. Cornerback Justin Bethel. Nothing. No, I'm not seeing anything special. Edge Justin Houston, which we never really seen anything out of him. Center Jonathan Harrison. Edge Bruce Irvin. Wide receiver Robbie Chosen. Edge Melvin Ingram, which he was one that was brung in off the couch, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's
linebacker Calvin Munson, linebacker Alexander Johnson. And, That's all of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have Melvin Ingram in mind if anything happens like last year where we start losing, due to injury. Raphael Courtwright, thank you for joining us. You too, Ryan AP. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, about the only name on there chosen, if they decide to bring in a tall receiver.
Yeah. Well, they were, see if I can find it real quick here.
I'd rather see one of the Washington kids or both of them make it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I agree with you on that. The rookies, I think, would be a good part.
You need a rookie wide receiver on the roster just because the price is cheap. Waddle signed his extension, so you got 4 years to see what a kid out of the 6th or 7th round could do. If you keep him around this year and he doesn't work out, then you don't have it. But I'd like to see him keep at least one of the Washingtons.
Yeah, that's where we got to wait for training camp really to see what happens there.
Yep.
He's not a Miami Dolphins, but he's a injury-prone receiver, they were saying, but he could probably be gotten for the right price and as a backup receiver. Thomas is his last name, I believe. Here we go. Shake Money. What's up, Shake?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Shake, what's up, brother? How are you?
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
You get any rain down there today, Shake?
No, it's dry, which is good because I'm gonna be mowing my lawn right before the sun goes down.
Here it is. It's Michael Thomas. They're talking about wide receiver Michael Thomas bring to the Dolphins. They say to be good depth, even though he's injury prone. Of course, as a lot of people say, Greer likes those injury prone players and all because he can get them cheap.
Right, and he's a 4th or 5th wide receiver, so he's not going to be playing much.
Yeah, because he's where is it? He's 31, but his Pro Bowl days were 17, 18, and 19, and he's well over 6 foot. He's got the height to him and stuff of what a lot of people look for. He's 6'3", 212 pounds. Get him cheap enough. It's good. It's good depth, but we got to see what happens during training camp. Who we're going to keep. And like we said before, I think a lot of people are going to be shocked on who we keep and who we don't keep.
Oh, absolutely. There's going to be a couple names that we get rid of, and people are going to be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Jamie Reichart, thank you for joining us, brother. Be sure y'all hit the like button in the YouTube and Facebook and all the areas. Have any questions, toss them out there to us. We'll do the best we can. Yeah, I am very interested in seeing our new Jalen Wright, the running back, who I think they'll use as a slot receiver at times as well, just like they're looking at using a Chan.
Yeah.
And,
slot receiver, maybe special teams, kickoff, punt returns,
Well, and both Wright and a Chan, I could see because of the speed being used in the kickoff returns with the new kickoff returns the way they are.
Yep.
Either one of those guys, I think there's going to be a lot. It's very possible we could see a lot higher scoring games too.
I don't know if there's going to be a lot of returns. I mean, I think the return yards are going to go up just because of the way it's set up. As far as return touchdowns, that I don't think you might see a few more, but it's not designed for that. It's designed to avoid the collisions of full speed. And
what I'm looking at though is a lot of times, if we can get that extra yardage and get that better field position, it won't put any I don't think it'll. I feel like it would not put the pressure on the guys to get out of their own end zone, basically, like they end up at times.
Right.
And you know what? Just like the Wildcat, look, just like the Wildcat back in 2018, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of touchdowns initially, but the more coordinators get to study it and analyze it, the less touchdowns are going to happen because coordinators are now going to have answers for that touchdowns. But I think in the beginning, initially, you're going to see an increase in touchdowns.
Well, that's what the NFL wants, more scoring.
Yeah. Or hey, Callis, thank you for joining us on Facebook, brother. And like, I don't know if it was you, Shake, or Tom, or maybe Hooked Up Joe or something, saying that the team that figures out, I guess, the defensive part of the kickoff will dominate, and the team that doesn't will end up getting run over, basically. Whichever team figures it out best is going to be the ones to prevail.
Well, the thing about it is it's a copycat league. So if one guy figured it out, you're going to expect to see a lot more people implementing that the strategy that guy uses.
Yeah. Right. Frost, that is, good evening, brother. I wonder who that is.
I didn't see who it was.
You know who Frost is.
Yeah.
I don't know any Frosts.
I could see the picture there.
Yeah. Our good brother, Dolphin winners.
Is he working?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
He works most Saturdays. And Sunday, most weekends. It's like, I think it's like every other Sunday or something he gets off, or it varies, or he gets like 1 week in a month off. I don't remember. Yeah, he's working, he says.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see the training camp. I want to see what Coach Weaver's got. And I'm hoping we see stuff because, a lot of times during open training camp, you're seeing things, but you're not seeing anything, really. You're seeing
they don't want people taking videos and sending it out, or sending it to other teams, and
that's where I get upset with people. Mountie Fins, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. That's where I get upset with people because they tell you they have signs all over the place, no videos, no none of that, and people still do it, and it's like, are you supposed to be a Dolphin fan? You're not supposed to be doing this, and to support your team, you go posting some of this stuff, and it could be something they're trying to work on a little bit, and you're going to let it all out. But everyone's a little bit different. To each their own. Some people will obey the rules, and you got the others who don't want to.
Yeah, because the people that don't want to are going to say, I'm not selling it to anybody. I'm just video because I want to be able to watch it later.
Yeah.
Till they go put it on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and somebody from another team sees it and goes, "Oh, this looks interesting."
Well, it's funny. Something I learned the other day. My daughter's boyfriend, future son-in-law, possibly, is a Bucks fan. And I was gonna see. I am taking him to the game when the Dolphins play the Bucks on the last preseason game, but I was gonna see about going to a couple of the training camps with him for Bucks. When they have it, they only have 2 open training camps, only 2, and they're charging $10 a head for them. The money, all the money's supposed to go to charity, but still, the Dolphins have, I think there's about almost 14 of them really altogether, including the joint practices, and they don't charge anything.
Well, that's something Ross does right.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the few things, he's making hand over fist on the concessions. That.
Oh, absolutely. Parking, concessions, ticket prices have gone up quite a bit in the last couple of years. You know, when they were losing and not making the playoffs, it's not like they reduced the ticket prices.
No, I know. It's, of course, around here, it's like right now I could go see a Rays game for $10 a game, and I could actually buy tickets a day of the game, just going up to the stadium. So, might have to do that sometime soon just to watch a baseball game, because I can't stand watching it on TV.
I fall asleep.
Yeah, it's like watching golf on TV. I used to go out and play golf, but I can't anymore with my back and stuff. I can't deal with it. Shay, you like watching any other sports on TV? He must be taking a potty break or something.
No, I'm sorry. Sometimes the mute button, but no, not really. As a matter of fact, I don't like. I barely watch like any of the football teams on TV, except unless it's the Florida Gators or the Miami Dolphins. I really don't have no interest in watching.
Well, that's me. And the only other time I watch any of the other sports on TV really is during the playoffs. I'll watch the playoffs, but even baseball to me is a sleeper.
Yeah, it's just baseball's too boring to watch. They sped the game up a little bit, but throw the damn ball, pitch, get on the mound, pitch the ball. Let's go. Stay in the box, hit the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, baseball is something that you have to be there live with some people,
Well, hockey's actually the best sport to go to live. Hockey is just amazing live.
Yeah.
It's decent on TV, but live is way better.
There's nonstop action going on. That's why.
Yep.
I mean, nonstop action.
And they only get one time out of game, and they don't very rarely do they actually use them unless the game is close or playoffs. Then they'll use them. But a lot of games go. There's no timeout call. They only get one.
Yeah.
Well,
no, go ahead, John.
NBA is good to go see live, but the NBA is not what it used to be, so I have a hard time watching it.
Well, my brother just moved down to Southern Alabama, but he lived up in Memphis, Tennessee for I know over 20 years, probably close to 30 years or so. But he had season tickets to the Memphis Grizzlies up there. And he would sell, some of his tickets. He'd go to quite a few of the games, but he would sell them. And he'd make his money back just selling a few of the tickets because he was signed up from originally where he's just had them so cheap ever since. But Drew Rosenhaus says free agent Connor Williams had a miraculous recovery from ACL injury. Dolphins starting offensive lineman is healthy enough from a knee injury that he could be ready to play by training camp. That's according to Williams' agent, Drew Rosenhaus.
Yeah, of course he's going to say that.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's trying to get him signed somewhere.
Right. He's trying to get his client a paycheck.
Which he's supposed to do. That, he's just doing his job.
Yep.
The question is, will he actually pass a physical? And then how does he look? So, but I wouldn't mind having Connor Williams back, basically because he knows the schemes.
Right.
And he is a good center, really. Let's see. Former Tennessee Vols running back Jalen Wright, a fourth-round selection by the Miami Dolphins, is that type of player that thrives on bulletin board material. Shortly after getting selected in the fourth round of the draft by the Dolphins in April, Wright sent a message to the teams that passed on him. I've got a lot of fire built up in me, said Wright, just from this whole process. I'm just ready to get out there and prove my point. Make these people that passed on me, make them feel me. I'm just ready to bring that aggression to the field and make a lot of plays, make a lot of big plays. Well, I hope so. On Friday, Wright received additional bulletin board material for his rookie season. CBS Sports ranked the top 5 rookie running backs ahead of the 2024 NFL season, and Wright wasn't included. In fact, he wasn't even listed as an honorable mention. That honor went to Carolina Panthers running back Jonathan Brooks. The top 5 rookie running backs ahead of 2024 season: Marshawn Lloyd for the Green Bay Packers, Tyrone Tracy, New York Giants, Bucky Irving, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kamani Vidal, Los Angeles Chargers, and Trey Benson, Arizona Cardinals. So it just gives the man another chip on his shoulder to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah, but some of those rankings could be because of the teams that they're on. They don't have, starters like we have. So
Yeah,
they may play a lot more than what he's going to play.
it's like you always say, John. It's one of those wait and see.
Right.
I mean, because he's got the speed. He could do a lot at running back and other places.
Oh, of course. But he's a Chan 2.0. So, I mean, he's got Mostert and a Chan in front of him. So,
Yeah.
That may be why they don't rank him in the top 5 as free agents, because they know he's 3rd or 4th on the depth chart.
And you know what? That's fine with me. I mean, I'm fine with that. He's learning. He'll be learning from Mostert, really, just like a Chan has. And I mean, I think our running game is going to be something to watch this year.
Well, it was something to watch at times last year when they didn't abandon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there's a big question that Shake had asked. Well, Shake had asked. I was interviewing Coach McDaniel. I'd be like, "Are you going to stick to the running game instead of abandoning it like you did?" And of course, if I was to meet him, be able to ask him 3 questions and stuff, and that was like one of them. It was a good show the other night, Shake. I really appreciate you. You and Saul.
Same here.
I enjoyed that. It was good. I don't know if you got to see it, John.
No, I didn't get to see it yet.
Oh, look at here, look at here, look at here. Who do we have but the princess?
Miss Pam.
Hello. Is your voice still gone, Miss Pam?
No, I mean, I'm still a little bit, iffy, but I'm doing better. I'm getting there.
Well, we miss you.
I miss y'all something terrible.
Yeah, we were getting ready to change. We were getting ready to change your first name to Mia, MIA.
By the way, Pam, I hope your voice gets better at the end of July, because I want to have you like the second to last guest of In the Blender, and I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that trophy. Hope by the time you get there on the show.
Yes, he will have it.
What trophy is that? The Big Spoon?
The Big Spoon trophy.
Yeah.
Because we all know Shake's the Big Spoon. You know what was funny though? Shake was so hard on Wilkins and wanted to trade Wilkins, but yet I remember watching in his opening video on his Blender show, there was Wilkins right there in that video. I would have never thought you'd have Wilkins in your video.
Well, I don't produce it, so that's HB from Tailgate.
Okay. I guess I'll have to give you a break on that one.
Don't give him a break. You gotta own it, Jake.
The Church of Tuanon says hi, Miss Pam. Shake.
Yeah, that's Miss. By the way, that's Miss Sanity 5. Yeah. That's just me. That's just me saying. I'm telling everybody to say their last goodbyes to Christian Wilkins.
Well, I hope when it comes to us playing the Raiders, he doesn't have a good game.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I think he's always going to have a good game, just like he did for us. Hopefully, they're just not deep enough, because the one man can't do it all, right?
Well, it's as a great great John O'Hanlon always says, we got to wait and see. Got to wait and see.
I'm on the handling training. Trust me. First time in my life as a Dolphins fan.
I got a lot of people jumped on my train.
Hey, it's a good train to jump on because
That's right.
it's basically the truth. We can sit here and predict all we want and say what we want, but we still got to wait and see what happens.
That's right.
Last season was the
You know, I was busy with the wife earlier today doing some things around the house or binge watching some TV, that too. But I was invited onto one of the huddle shows that I could have went on to. They were talking to Vikings and who they think would make the 53-man roster. I'm like, it's too early for a show like that.
Well, not only that, how many of the Vikings players do you actually know? I mean,
Well, I mean, I could have still went on and just participated with them. I know a few of them, but I still could have went on the show and talked about it a little bit, you know, because AVG's up there now, and I can almost guarantee you he'll make the 53-man roster.
they didn't sign him to cut him, so he's made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, that's one I know for Vikings.
I definitely know Justin Jefferson is going to make it.
Yeah.
Cam, your volume is real quiet, hon.
I don't know
Let me
if
see.
about it. Maybe. Hang on one second.
I just turned it up some.
Okay. Is
That's
that any better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So one of the things, one of the takes you could have had, Papa Paul, was who of the Vikings would make the Dolphins team? Nobody. Justin Jefferson, yes. ABG, okay. But anybody else? No. Would have been a funny take.
MCJB, thank you for joining us, brother. Yeah, it's
Hey, MCJB. I'm not at home. I'm in Hot Springs, North Carolina. It's really beautiful. So I don't have my normal setup, so I can't see anybody's comments. So if you're out there, hello.
I will let you know the best I can, Miss Pam.
Thank you.
Reach out to Nene. She's in North Carolina. She probably would love to say hi to you.
Oh, I would love to say hi to her.
Oh, Ryan, the pups are all doing good. They're all getting big quick. Eve, our one pup, Eve, is actually going to be going to Ryan because Eve reminds them the most of her mother, who her mother is my service dog, and Ryan's a veteran. She actually weighs that. She's the third heaviest. She was heavier than all of them for a while there, but the two big boys have outgained her.
What do they weigh now, Papa Paul?
Anywhere from just Woo, the runt weighs just right there, I think 6.2 pounds, and then Hank, the heaviest, weighs 9.2 pounds.
Oh, they're so little and cute. I've seen some of your videos and pictures. They are so cute. I've got Obadiah, the 3.5-month-old black lab that we got when he was 8 weeks. He's about 32, 33 pounds now. I'm afraid he's going to be gigantor.
Oh, that's not bad. I had a Ridgeback mix. His top weight was 85 pounds, but as a pup, at like I think it was 10, he was 8 or 10 weeks old when we picked him up, and he was 20 pounds in. You know.
Wow, that's a big puppy.
Oh yeah, and he was, but he got up when he got full grown. He 85 pounds, and it's funny. I learned that Ridgebacks, the females tend to be heavier than the males. They tend to be bigger than the males on a Ridgeback.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
the only dog that is like that.
I did not know that.
MCJB, yes, I do know Brian Carroll from the Las Vegas Dolphin Club.
Yes. Thoughts and prayers with Brian and his family.
I haven't heard what happened.
Evidently, they were leaving this morning to go somewhere, and somebody ran a red light and hit him.
Oh.
His little baby has a cracked skull, but doing okay. The rest of the family's okay, banged up and bruised. But he did put a post up with some pictures, and man, so to Brian and his
Oh.
whole family, thoughts and prayers with you guys.
Yes, most definitely.
So
Most
glad they're
definitely.
okay.
Yeah, thank God they're okay. I mean, hopefully, the guy who ran the red light has some good insurance, because there's a lot of times there's people out there that don't have any insurance, and it sucks for the person who they hit and stuff.
Yep.
So our
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers are definitely out to him and his family.
The only thing that seems like a saving grace for a baby with a cracked skull is that their heads are softer and they will heal, because that is a very serious injury, and I know their family must just be scared to death.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm
I
glad.
mean,
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
they're okay. That is so scary.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in Vegas in less than 2 months.
Oh, going out there to get hitched?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, we're doing the night I'm getting married. We're going to the Vegas Cowboys game, and then the next night for her night we got to do Circus Olay. So, yeah.
Shake, I did not know that. Congratulations. Oh my gosh,
Well,
I love that.
Yes, I did.
Circus Olay is a great show.
So which one are you going to, Shake?
I don't know. She's the one who booked the tickets. So
Well, there's multiples, and I've been to about 3 different ones in Vegas. They were all excellent. The best one I saw was called O, and it's all in water. So
Yeah,
they'll be on a stage
that's
in an
at
inch of
Bellagio.
water, and then it'll be 25 feet deep. They'll be high diving, and I mean,
yeah.
it is so incredible. But all the Cirque du Soleils are amazing.
Well, that was at the O was at Bellagio. I used to work at Bellagio cooking.
And the
Yeah,
best part
O
is while she's getting her hair done, she gave me tickets to tour the Raiders stadium.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. This truly is your life partner, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, Shake. I did not know that. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's only 12 years. It's been 12 years since we've been together.
Oh, it's been time. I could have said that. It's been time. Trust me.
Yep, better late than never.
I'll have to make another trophy for Mrs. Spoon.
Okay. I came across a list of, and I don't know who put it out. Let me see real quick. It's Adam Stites, every NFL team's potential breakout player in 2024. Who do you think he said Miami's going to be?
probably right.
Or Achan.
Shake, you have an idea?
What was the question again?
Adam Stites put out a thing, every NFL team's potential breakout player in 2024. Who do you think Miami's is going to be?
And does it have to be rookie or not? Not really.
It's any player.
I'm gonna say the breakout player. I'm gonna do 2, one on offense and one on defense. On offense, I'm gonna say my man Liam Eichenberg. I think he's heading in the right direction. And then on defense, I'm gonna say Cam Smith is gonna finally show why he should have been on the field last year.
Oh.
Well, he had picked Cam Smith to be Miami Dolphins breakout player of the year.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
that is right.
I do too on that. I really do. So people will stop saying, you know, it was a wasted second round pick.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is everybody keeps talking about him, and nobody's talking about Tyndall.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything on him either.
No, we haven't really. I mean, he was used very little last year.
Yeah, I think. Listen, when you have like someone like Vic Fangio, you have to have a little bit more of mental prowess to be on that defense. But I think Anthony Weaver is going to use more of his physical prowess to take advantage of his skill set, and I think that's what's going to help him. And listen, just make it simple: see ball, get ball. I think that's what's going to help him, improve, and get on the field.
Yeah.
Well, Shake, I think that's a really good point you just made. But I also have to wonder how much, because to me, after knowing what we know about our ex-defensive coordinator, I feel like he was really never in it. Whenever I saw him, he never seemed like he's excited. He didn't seem so. If he went out the way he went out, I don't think he was all in ever, and I also think that affected our players because he's not looking to push them, not looking. And I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm just saying it's something that I personally think could affect some of our players. So some of these defensive players that we expected to see a lot from, we will probably see a lot more from them this season.
Yeah, listen, the only time I seen Shula smile was on the Monday night show that he did with Jim Mandich. You know what I'm saying? Shula had that same mantra where whether he's winning by a lot or losing by a lot, he had the same face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I remember that very well. He was
I mean,
But
just a
Shula
great,
was always all in.
But that's old school coaching. I mean, times have changed, the kids have changed, the players have changed, the game has changed. So
Yeah, I know Big Fangio. Remember, Big Fangio has been coaching since the helmet. So,
well, real quick, guys, we're just going to take a quick commercial break here.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Yay,
Chef
Chef
Jew.
Jew.
We love our Chef Jew and his
We
cupcakes.
do.
Well, I got some
Amazing
dates
young
everybody, for everybody. August 27th is our cut down day. That's when we go to the 53 man.
Oof.
So we go from 90 to 53.
Wow. I was thinking that at some point, and maybe it's in the works, but I was thinking at some point that the numbers for the roster would go up with the game totals going up.
we've talked about that many times. I mean, I still believe it should be a 60-man roster, and maybe you have 5 healthy scratches every game, something like that, and increase the practice squad to 12 or whatever. And, you keep having more regular season games, which mean more guys, you're going to have more injuries.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well,
And those sounded like good numbers too, John. Those sound reasonable.
Right. You can have 60 on your active roster, but you have to have 5 healthy scratches every game. So they
Right.
can't play.
Right.
So October 15th and 16th, the fall league meeting in Atlanta. And November 5th is the trade deadline. Then, of course, February 9th is the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Then if you're worried about anything past that, it's a scouting combine from the February 24th through March 3rd they're already looking at.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not worried about those yet.
Yep.
let's
Exactly.
let's just get to football season first.
Exactly.
I'm just worried about the regular season games. I got all my flights booked. I'm ready to go.
Good. It's yeah. One of the questions Chef asked us the other night was, what's the one game we're looking most forward to? I actually have two, which is the Buffalo game, because Saul will be down, John will be there. It's a Thursday night game, but it's it's our home game against Buffalo. But having two of my best friends there, it's going to be a great game, good time. And then the other one is the 49ers game, December 22nd, when my best friend from Arizona comes to see that game with me, because he's a 49ers fan, but he's also spending Christmas with me.
That's pretty funny, because I know I've told you, my best friend here in Jersey, he's a 49ers fan.
Yeah.
He's coming to the game with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I laughed about that. We both have laughed about it because of that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. My friend in Arizona, we've been friends for almost 30 years now. Actually, this year, this September will be like 29 years. And he's always there. Even though we don't talk to each other every day or anything, we talk to each other, maybe once a month, if that, sometimes. We're always there for each other, and he's always been there for me.
That's how longtime friends are. Sometimes you talk all the time. Sometimes you don't talk for a few weeks. It doesn't matter, because it's not a question.
Yep, I agree. Yoli Cruz.
My best friend, who's a Cowboys fan, I know him since I'm 46 years old. I know him since I was 12 years old. And there's times where we go like 3 or 4 months without talking, but the second I get on the phone with him, it's just like we never miss a beat.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, we've done that. Me and my friend Darren out in Arizona, we've done that before. It's just, that's how it is.
Yep. My two best friends, I grew up with in Connecticut. One's a Steelers fan. One's a New England fan. I don't talk to them often because they're, raising their families are doing what they're doing, and I don't get up to Connecticut as often as I used to. But if we get on the phone or I go up and visit and they got time, the wives hate it when the three of us get together. The wives are like, "Oh, these three knuckleheads! Look at this!" Because one I met in third grade, so I was like 8 years old. That what third grade is, like 8 years old or something
like that. Yeah.
And then when I met the other one the next year. And the three of us were thick as thieves all the way through high school, and
God help the neighborhood.
Oh,
right.
Dude.
And it's been a minute since high school, John. It's been a minute.
Yeah, more than a minute, but.
And one thing with my buddy, there's no such thing as a five. There's been times where I just want to call him for 5 minutes and just ask him for something. And it ends up being 2 hours. There's no such thing as a 5-minute call with that guy.
No.
Well, that's any good friends, friend. And especially if you call Pedro or Pedro calls you, it's at least 45 minutes, bare minimum.
Oh, yeah. In the first 10 minutes, he'll say, "Well, I got to go." And then you just keep talking.
Yes. Right. 30 minutes later, "Well, I got to go." "Okay, Pedro.
Right.
Have a good day."
Yep.
But you got to love the man. I love him. He's a great guy.
He's a wonderful man. Yep. And a great Dolphin fan. He's just a wonderful guy. Shake met my bestie. We've been friends for 62 years. We have no memory. I know. Eventually, I'm going to have to catch up to it. But, we have no memory of not knowing each other. We were literally like 2 years old, and there's just no memories in my life where she's not in it. And we have her parents And my parents, they lived just a few houses down, and that's the house I was born in. That's the house she was born in. And, you know, couple years old is when our parents got us together. And
So you're
I
saying
mean,
you're so old your parents didn't have kids in hospitals, they had them in the house?
well, I think I was born in a hospital,
Oh, okay.
but it was the house I went home to after the hospital. But hospital is in quotations because there was no actual walls on the inside. It was curtains. I mean, it's a storage space at the new hospital now.
Yeah, listen. Unlike Papa Paul, when he was, growing up, he had a traveling chuck wagon, so it's hard to get to a hospital.
Hey, and I love chuck wagons. I tried buying a chuck wagon before.
The best part is you're not that old, so
That's right.
Well-
He's actually younger than me, so don't be talking about the chuck wagon, man.
Well, the thing is, especially with all the surgeries I went through in a short period of time, my short-term memory has gone to hell, and I hate it. But at the same time, I say things that maybe aren't the proper words to use and all. And if it offends you, I'm sorry. But I am who I am, and I can't help it sometimes. I don't necessarily think before I speak. But we all make mistakes.
if it offends you, turn the channel and go somewhere else.
I was gonna say, because Papa Paul, I just can't imagine anybody being offended by you. I just can't. I'm thinking, good Lord, do you live in a cube somewhere with padded walls? I don't know. Not to offend anybody that lives in padded walls.
Well, you know what? Shit happens, and but I don't mean to offend anybody because it does bother me if I do, because I love everybody.
Yeah, Pam, don't make fun of my padded walls, please.
Well, Shake, you have them for a reason, brother.
That's right.
Is that why it took you 12 years to get married?
Yes.
No. I finally got convinced to say yes.
Oh, it was her fault?
He's got to blame it on the future wife. Why not?
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame it on me.
No, I can tell you that girl, she is amazing. Because you think about Shake sticking around for 12 years, she is amazing. You can just believe that.
Thank you, Raphael.
Raphael. That's true. That's true. That's funny.
No, I'm not coming in. No,
That's so funny.
no, you just back it up.
The wife's trying to head out the back door without the puppies and the other dogs coming in.
I can hear. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine all those little puppies. Wow.
Well,
I got one and he terrorizes everything.
and it's not that bad until you go out the door and you. Hold on, I got to take over, guys.
She must be having trouble with the pups out there.
Puppies are gonna go down. Puppies are going down.
Well, better
No,
hope-
Come on.
But Pamela, I can't wait to get you on the in the blender because man, I had such a good time hanging out with you in games and in the watch party we had with Papa Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was so much fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I was glad that we actually got to spend real time together where, we could chat because I think we've been friends from the second we met, in the Dolphin arena, but actually getting to sit across from you, talk with you, it was amazing. And I'm excited to have been your first in the blender guest and to be the last for this season. I'm super excited.
Exactly. And you know what's funny is when I look at that episode, I could see the growth. You know what I'm saying? That I've made from then to now.
Well,
What my biggest problem is like what Papa Paul was saying, like, recalling to memory things. I know what I'm passionate about, and there's stuff that I don't have to think about. But when you have a Dolphin fandom history that goes so far back, to remember all the stuff and have it come to mind, age is not for sissies.
And what's funny is I got into an argument with somebody. He goes, "Wow, you're a fan of your Dolphins, and you don't even know your quarterback stats." He goes, "That's why God made Google, dumbass."
Oh my
Exactly.
Lord, that's so ridiculous.
I am a diehard Dolphins fan. I'll tell you that today. But for me to even know half of these stats and everything, I have to either
Right.
go look at some jerseys that have stats on them from
Yep.
past players, or I got to look it up on Google. I
But
can't remember all that stuff.
there are numbers people. That's how they identify with things. They remember that, and that's wonderful. I think they're amazing. But I'm not a numbers person in that way. I'm more like a play I remember seeing. I might not even be able to tell you what game it was or what year it was, but things that stick in my mind that stand out to me are maybe not the same things that stand out to somebody else. So my memory and necessarily remembering stats and that kind of stuff, like I said, I'm impressed when somebody can. It's not my thing. I miss that up there, Papa Paul. I miss what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, Raphael, you're so sweet.
We only got a few more minutes.
Some people's brains work differently. They can remember stats and every street name and stuff, but they can't remember what's on the shopping list. I mean, it's just different people's brains work differently.
And that's
My
me.
name ain't Rain Man.
There's a lot of things I can remember, and I am a numbers man. I used to be a real good numbers man, but my short-term memory has really caught up with me for some. I think being under anesthesia 5 times in 3 years, and the shortest one was still for like 2 hours, and the longest one being just over 9 hours.
Mm.
It's a lot, and it does take a toll on you. But we only have a few more minutes.
You also have a lot going on. You've got this show going on. You've added to the number of shows you're doing. There's a lot going on. You have your family. You have the puppies. You do all your charity work. You have, you took care of your parents. I mean, you've had a lot going on. So I don't necessarily know that, you're down as much as you might think you are. I think you just have so much going on, and I think that's for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I got a lot of garbage going on, and I can talk Dolphins football forever. Can I quote you stats? Probably not.
And
we only have about 5 or 6 more minutes, guys. So just so you know, it's only an hour show tonight. We appreciate everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Huddle Sports Network for watching us. So go ahead, Shake.
I just want to make one quick point. If you look at successful business people, they have secretaries and notepads and stuff like that for reminders, because at the end of the day, and you're not going to remember anything. That's why they have those devices for people, because people aren't meant to memorize all that crap.
Well, why do the biggest companies in the world have people to do every tiny little job, from numbers of taxes and inventory and scheduling, and not one person does all that stuff. It's divided up because there's just too much to do for one person.
It's true. And the thing is, the smartest business people are the people that realize what their weaknesses are, and they hire good people and let them do their job, right? So, I mean,
yeah, I know I'm busy with a lot of tedious things and all, but I can't, plain and simple, and I try to explain to people, I can't stand, I can't sit, I can't walk, I can't do hardly anything without being in some sort of pain.
Right.
And we're working on things, but nothing is working. So I've been dealing with it for 4 or 5 years now, and mentally I am tired of dealing with it.
Yeah. Pain is exhausting. Pain is exhausting, and You know, if you have chronic illness, which is one of the things that's been plaguing me so bad, if you have that, you know, you can look fine and people can think, well, what's wrong with you? But it's bad and it weighs on you, right? Like that
Yeah,
pain weighs on you.
exactly. But like I've said the other night, and I've said before, it's my Finn family, my Finn-laws, and the Miami Dolphins who has actually kept me alive. Because without them, I can almost guarantee I'd be dead by now.
Right. But that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And look what all you have contributed, Papa Paul, to the Finn family. I mean, look at the people that I've gotten to meet and be friends with because of you, including you. So,
Well,
I mean,
I just do things because I like to make people happy. I know I'm not going to make everybody happy all the time, but I try.
well,
You know, it is what it
little
is.
bastards.
Well, that's the grandkids and all. I make them happy and I send them home to be wild and crazy at home.
That's right.
Fill them up with sugar and send them home.
That's
Best
right.
part about being a grandparent.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes,
Oh, you
sir.
want cake for dinner? Fine. I don't care. Good.
No, they want cake for breakfast. They get their eggs, they get their milk, they get their everything right there in the cake for breakfast.
Eggs are in cake.
That's right. Other than that, I think we're just going to call it a night here. Throwing on another commercial here in a second, but Shake, when's your next show?
This Tuesday, hopefully with Mr. Grumpy, and then for 4th of July, I'm gonna have Mr. Polk on.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Other than that, I guess as we normally say, John, to everybody, peace, love, and fins up, everybody. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
Love and fins up.
Peace, love, and fins up, y'all.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.